Hopefully you guys can see me. See my hands. Okay, hopefully you can see me more this time. My bad, my hair's getting too long, man. I need to get a fade soon, but anyways, hope you guys are doing good. Back here with another video. And in today's video, I'm about to be recapping what I've learned, and then I'm about to be putting out some more scriptures too in this video. So yeah, man, it's been an interesting week, man. And if you guys are excited for the winter, it's the first video now that I'm making in the winter time. Fall's officially ended, and it was a rough ending for me. I'm not gonna lie, that was, thankfully, it was not as bad as the summer, bro. Like I said, summer was the hardest season I've had, so fall was difficult, but thankfully fall was not too bad. Not as bad as summer, so still difficult. The first half of the season was better. The second half, I was getting sloppy, bro. So thank you, Yahweh, for getting me through another week, another season, man. So yeah. Going forward now into next year, to this season, man, I got a lot to improve on, man. So I gotta still stay away from smoking, bro. And thankfully, Yahweh kept protecting me, but it's like, this is getting out of hand, bro. I gotta stop doing this shit, man. I gotta, I had another close call, man, when I edged maybe like 4 or 5 days ago now. A couple days ago, man. It's like I knew, man, I shouldn't have done it, man, but I just kept listening to these other voices, man. They're trying to tell you, do this, do that. And someone else talked about this in another video. I heard this like a while back. Someone said, don't feed the bad wolf. Basically saying, like, if you're like, you got a plant and you're feeding your plant bad food, bad nutrients, it's gonna grow into a bad seed. It's a bad plant. So you're basically you're watering a seed, and it's not growing like how it should, because you're not properly nurturing that seed and actually giving it what it needs. So basically saying, my flesh may want, a drink, this and that, like I talked about this in another video, but that's not what I need. So, and I got to start feeding my spirit with the right things, like the word or water and everything. So hopefully that made sense, man. But yeah, no, I feel like I'm kind of I'm at a split decision here where, thankfully earlier, I caught myself, but I almost plan on going to go smoke again, because on Thursday, bro, I ended up just falling to temptation, bro. I went to the dispo and bought a pre-roll, man. Actually, I did still work out hard over these past couple of days, man, but the fact that I just fell in that easily, bro, and it was just like, it was more of a mental fight, because I'm like, okay, I gotta keep working out, and in the back of my head wants to, watch the sights and stuff. Which I'm saying, one day I edged, and then I was pissed off. I clicked off after a couple hours, man. So I'm like, okay, that's it, man. This shit's gotta stop. So it's like I said last time, if I had to fast, I have to fast. And now I gotta do another fast, either this week or next week. I'm not overthinking it, man, but I'm gonna be fasting again soon. So this will be my first fast in the winter too. So this will be interesting, man. And that's what I was also thinking about the other day. I'm like, man, even though it's winter now, but like fall's summer's a fasting season, fall's a fasting season. So especially with the spiritual warfare going on and how strong the energy is, excuse me, around this time of the year, I think we need to do more fasting. So fasting is helpful, very important around this time of the year. Because I'm not gonna lie, yeah, fasting had pulled me out of many situations. Like I said, if I hadn't fasted at all around this time, I would have been released. I would have really stayed in that cycle of either smoking and releasing a lot longer. Like it would have been harder to get out of that. So thankfully, Yahweh still pulled me out. But now I'm serious. Like I need to really make sure my mental's on point going forward. So yeah, hold on, let me get some water. I just want to speak on that, man. Like I finished the rest of my weed last night, man. I only had like a pre-roll or two. I mean, I only wanted one, but then I ended up getting two. So I was like, all right. And I was almost gonna throw out the rest a couple of days ago, but no. I was just like, I'll finish it, and then I gotta lock in even more. So I prayed on that, and like I said, so because I was having a hard time with my family last week, man, and they kept trying to bring up Christmas and all this time, bro. They're just trying to like talk to me about these holidays, man. It's just like, because I'm talking to them on the phone, I don't really talk to family like that. But since I was talking to them more on the phone, and they just kept talking about Christmas, talking about this, and I'm like, bro, they won't shut the fuck up about Christmas. And I'm sorry, because this was getting annoying, man. It was like every single day, turn on the TV, hear about Christmas. Someone talking about Christmas. So it was like every minute I was hearing this shit, and I'm like, bro, like, I want this to be over already, man. And then I kind of got into an argument the other day with my aunt, like, about why I don't celebrate Christmas, bro. And I knew that shit was coming, bro, because I got through Halloween, no problem. I got through Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving was a little bit more difficult, but I got through it. But now with Christmas coming up, now my family's really getting annoying about this. So I just want this shit to be over, man. I got a couple days left. This nonsense, bro. And that's the crazy thing, man. My aunt, like I said, man, there was also Christians, bro, but they play church too much, bro. And I did hear a message on Sunday. I did go over there, but there was a Christmas event which they had. I mean, I went with my uncle just to be there, but he didn't. He was not clear on that. He said, "Oh, there's just an event." And then as we're driving over there, he's like, "Yeah, it's a Christmas event." And I'm like, wait. You celebrate Christmas, bro? Like, if he had said that, then I would have like probably tried to not go. But the fact that I pulled over there, I didn't know what to expect. They were not clear about they were not clear about what event we were going to, man. But it is what it is, man. Thankfully, it wasn't too bad, bro. But they still did talk about talking about Christmas a couple times. I was just there to hear the scriptures. I heard a couple scriptures, and I got some food too out of it. So I did try to make the best out of it, helping out some people while I was there. But as soon as they brought up the Christmas part and they were singing, and I'm like, yeah, nah, I'm not dealing with this. I don't like this. But anyways, yeah, so last week was definitely more stressful with my family. So really, I was just working out like crazy, bro. And I had smoked a couple times before and after. So I'm just grateful to get through another week. So now I'm back here with a new understanding and just coming back now more motivated to come back and get out of this cycle, to get out of this situation in my life now that we're in a new season. Really, that's all I gotta say is that, we could do better. I could do better. Yahweh knows I could do better, and yeah, I repented, so yeah, no, now just gotta get back. I know, my bad. I need to get a haircut, bro. My hair is getting itchy, bro. So should have worn the beanie, but yeah, just trying to save my money still. Like thankfully I didn't spend that much on weed, which is why literally I only wanted to spend like $15, so I didn't spend that much. Like I said, no, this is some things I don't have money for, or I was also a little bit irritated about that because I was supposed to get my phone fixed last week already, man, but I never heard back from the phone repair place, so I don't know what happened. So it's like this is taking way longer than I thought, but it is what it is. So I just want to speak on that. I got a couple of scriptures I want to read as well. So yeah, guys, I'm not giving up though. Like I said, with the enemy plan for bad shall be turned into good, and I'm tired of all this paganism around the holiday season. I don't even like saying holiday or Christmas, but tired of this, bro. And I'm ready for this year to be over. I'm ready for Christmas to be over. All this 30 days of Christmas shit that they're putting on TV, all this stuff. I'm ready for that to be over. New Year's. As soon as that's done, I don't know what's gonna happen in January, bro, but things are getting serious. So yeah, all we could do really is just keep going. So pray to Yahweh for more strength. Yeah, man. Really, him and working out, are just the main thing is keeping me strong, because bro, all that stress, if I wasn't working out, bro, I would have lost my mind, bro. I need to fucking be working out now during these attacks, because that's the only thing keeping me calm, You know what I mean? They need to do it naturally now, it's like without weed, bro. But anyways, just want to say that. And now I gotta speak on these scriptures. So basically, they did talk about this the other day, but the main verses that really stuck out to me on Sunday at the service that I went to, and I know I had also read these verses before, but now I actually understood it differently. So meaning how he could be doing this for you, he could be doing this for me already, but how Yahweh, he wants to invite himself into your life. Like he constantly, even the lost, he tries to reach constantly. He's trying to reach people daily, or just throughout the month. Like he may try to reach people throughout their life, but they don't want to let him in. They don't, like I said, someone tries to evangelize to them, they don't want to hear it. They don't want to hear what the brother has to say. Or someone talks about God, they don't want to hear it. When literally that's Yahweh sending one of his servants to tell them about him. Just like right now, he could be using me, even no matter the circumstances, no matter what my situation is, and no matter how my financial situation, my living situation is currently going in my life. Like no matter what I'm going through, I'm still, staying close to him, serving him, no matter what sins I've committed. But the point is that he could send someone like me to tell you guys a message, tell you to repent. And he could send someone else to me. But constantly people are not inviting him in. So people tend to close their hearts. They harden their hearts. They don't want to let him in. It's like someone knocking at your door to sell you Girl Scout cookies or something else they want to sell you, but you're not going to open the door. That's like Yahweh knocking at your door. He's like, hey, what's up? Let me in. Like, come on, I want to come in. I want to come into your heart. I want to come into your life. So, as it says in Matthew chapter 7, verse 7 through 8, it says, ask and it shall be given you. Seek and ye shall find. Knock, and it shall be opened unto you. For every one that asketh receiveth, and he that seeketh findeth, and to him that knocketh it shall be opened. And verse 11 says right here, this is catching my attention. If ye then, being evil, know how to give good gifts unto your children, how much more shall your Father which is in heaven give good things to them that ask him? Amen. And that's crazy. You're talking about gifts that, it's talking about gifts that he will give unto his children. And like right now, even with all the spiritual warfare, man, like my mother she gave me a watch. Still being cautious for her, but at least Yahweh did bless me with this watch. So little gifts like this, I appreciate. And like I said, like I'm trying to calm down, bro, even with certain things that I already wanted to do, certain things I already wanted to change, or like, certain things I think that should have already changed in my life. No matter how long it takes, I'm still going to do it. I'm still going to, keep doing what I'm supposed to be doing the work for Yahweh. And just, trying to just wait as long as I have to. So I'm just saying, it gets a little bit frustrating, but I'm just glad that, I still woke up another day. Hold on, guys. I just want to circle this scripture real quick. Yeah, there was a pen over here somewhere. There it is. My bad. I just want to get this real quick. And yeah, these other scriptures that are also coming. Hold on. Other scriptures that are coming to me right now, because I'm being led to these. And yeah, so verses 16. Yeah, verses 16 through 20. I think I talked about this earlier to myself or to someone else, but basically I was talking about you got to be careful about the fruits that you have, because you want to bring, and I'm going to get to that right now, but you don't want to bring forth bad fruit. Like we have fruit of the Spirit. I'm still developing that too. But you want to bring forth good fruit, not evil fruit, bad fruit. And as, to properly word some of these things I'm saying, to properly word it, like how it says in the scripture. And this also, let me start from 15 to 20, because this is also what I'm talking about. Certain people that claim to be Christian, other people that claim to love God, but they're still wolves. Because it says, beware of false prophets, which come to you with sheep's clothing, but inwardly they are ravening wolves. You shall know them by their fruits. Do men gather grapes of thorns or figs of thistles? Even so, every good tree bringeth forth good fruit, but a corrupt tree bringeth forth evil fruit. A good tree cannot bring forth evil fruit, neither can a corrupt tree bring forth good fruit. Every tree that bringeth not forth good fruit is hewn down and cast into the fire. Wherefore by their fruits ye shall know them. Man, you see what I mean? Like, it's all about the fruits that you bring. So, like I said, if I was to continue to stay stuck in the cycle, I'm bringing forth more bad fruit. So I was at a split decision today. Thankfully, Yahweh had led me to make this video, because I was almost about to go get another pre-roll and just not probably make another video for a week, or, kind of just delay. And I'm like, no, like, can't give up. So, what I'm saying, I may have, I didn't crash out, but I almost did with my family because of what happened, last week, just all that stress building up, and then me waiting for certain things, and then my family being more uneasy, and then also with Christmas coming up, so they're just more annoying around this time of the year. So yeah, no, it's been a lot. But like I said, I appreciate you guys still supporting me, man. Even when times get hard, you know what I mean? I'm still here trying to soldier it out. You know, really that's all I can do. Pray for more strength. The Most High will get me out of this situation, man. I'm trying to get out of the desert. Really, I feel like I'm in the desert. You know what I mean? And that's clearly crazy, bro. Because I live near a mountain. I'm basically, because I'm in a certain part of California where I'm literally in the desert. So that's crazy, bro. I've been near the mountain for a minute, man. And I was just up on well, not really like a full mountain, but I was up on a hill yesterday, kind of near the mountain. So, anyways, I'm getting off topic, but yes, spiritually, I may be on excuse me, spiritually, I may be on the mountain, like Moses was, you know, learning, training, seeing, and like I said, is me understanding how Yahweh is working in my life right now. Yeah, I'm ready to get out of the desert. I'm ready, but it seems like I'm in here for a while, so that's just how I'm feeling. But like I said, I'm still training, working out more. So literally, like, that's really helping out a lot, man. And yeah, I think that's all I gotta say, you know. And I was gonna say something else earlier, but it may come back to me. I may talk about it in another video. About all these people coming out of nowhere, bro. But it is what it is. See, I'm used to distractions. But yeah, not really, man. That's all I'm praying for. So just have more self-control, not lust anymore. Which was something I did learn, like, over these past couple of days, just like reflecting, just thinking, like, all right, bro, like, where is it gonna get me? Just looking at females more, paying attention to that, when obviously after all this time, months, weeks, they're obviously not showing me real, like, they're not showing me real love. They're not showing me support. They're showing me attention when they look at me from their car window or something. That's not real. Like, that's not real attraction. And I remember, yeah, someone else said this, who I think it was either on Angel Time or someone else, but basically saying not all attraction is good attraction. So it's all bad attraction. So really, I should not even bother, bro. Like, Yahweh will lead me to the right people, or he will place the right person in my life. Like I said, with females, like, I don't really fuck with females in my area, bro. They're on demon time. So when it comes to females, I'm not really worried about it, bro, because I don't really get female attraction like that. So I'm glad. I'm just saying that I have that discernment, and I have not come across any righteous females. So I'll know, and I'll know. He will lead me to that. But yeah, so when it comes to that, now I have a different perspective on that. And you know, I'm in that season. Like I said, we're in that season now where things are shifting. He's gonna start transforming me, renewing my mind, and gonna rewire my mind. That's how I'm thinking now, bro. You know, I don't want to stay stuck in the cycle anymore. And now I have to, like, I prayed for that too, to not think about smoking, bro. Because every time, like, see, when I was, like, more stressed out in the past and everything, bro, I would smoke or drink. But now I gotta pray more, where I gotta work out even harder. I got a hot tub in my apartments, which I actually went to these past couple of days. That actually helped me a lot, man. I need to loosen up more. So yeah, nah, bro. I'm just trying to handle things in a better way. And obviously everything else I can't control. I leave it up to him. So yeah, I think it's gonna wrap it up. I think that's gonna wrap up the video. I think really that's all I gotta say. But yeah, I just want to put out that message, man. That, you know, I'm still alive. You know, I'm still on this journey. It's had a hard time last week, but now it's time to get back to work. It's time to do better. So really, leave some comments for me. You need some prayer. If you guys could pray for me, I appreciate it. Leave a comment. Tell me what you guys think. But yeah, no, I'm gonna be back here more. You know, I'm telling you, these demons may try to slow me, but it is what it is, man. No, I keep saying this, but as soon as I get my phone, we're about to really do a lot of different content, vlogs, workouts, all this stuff. So, like I said, it's in God's timing, not mine. It's on His time, not mine. Because he runs the clock, bro. We're on His time. So, anyways, hope you guys hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like, comment, subscribe, and be back here with another one.